Hello, it's Gem Games here once again, and welcome to this new Unreal Engine 5 tutorial. In this video we are going to create this zoom view system. So when we don't have any weapon equipped, we can click the right mouse button to zoom, like this. And later on, when we will add weapons, the same button will work for aiming, or like ADSing. So yeah, let's get started. First, we want to go to the Blueprints folder and we want to create a new folder. And this will be called enum. Let's make it capital with capitals, enum. Let's open it, let's right click and let's search for a enumeration. This one, and let's call it aim state enum. Okay, let's open it. Let's add two enumerators. First one will be called zoom, and the second one will be called aim. Let's save, let's close. Now we want to go to the blueprints and to the BB player character. Let's open it. And we want to find some empty space under here. Now let's go to the project settings. And under the engine, we have the input. Let's add a new action mapping. Let's call this, we can just call it aim. Let's map it to right mouse button, like that. Now we can close this. Next thing, what we want to do is we want to right click here and we want to search for a input. Actually, we can just search for a aim, action events aim, like this. Then what we want to do, we want to actually create few variables. First one will be called aim state, and the variable type will be aim state enum, like this. Let's compile, and the default value will be the zoom. Then we want to create another variable. This will be called aim time, and it will be type float. Okay. Also, let's compile, so we can set the default value to 0.25. Then the next variable will be called aiming, and it will be type boolean. Fourth one will be called foo, and it will be type float. Let's compile, so we can set this to 90, which is our default foo. And the last one will be called aim foo. And compile, and let's set this like 70. You can play with the values however you want, but yeah. Compile and save. So now, what we want to do first, we want to leave some space here, and we want to right click and create a timeline, add timeline. Let's call this aimTL. Okay, now we have these components here. Let's get the aimTL, and let's set play rate from the crest, like this. Let's move this a little bit further. Now what we want to do, we want to get a divide node, and we want to connect this to here. Now we want to divide 1 by the aim time variable. Let's connect this to the bottom bin like this. So if it's 0.25, 1 divided by 0.25 is 4, because we will make this timeline 1 second long. So it will play 1 second by play speed of play rate of 4, so it will be 0.25 like here. Like this actually. Let's get all these and move them a little bit further down, and maybe a little bit here. Okay, now let's connect this to the play and press to the reverse. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Let's move this to here, like that. Then let's open the, actually we can move this a little bit closer, like this. Then let's open it and let's change the length to 1, add flow track. Let's add a key to 0, 0 mark to here, and another key here to 1 and 1. Now let's right click this and change it to auto, so it will smooth it out. It will start slowly and end like slowly or like smoothly. compile, save, and close this aim.tl. Now what we want to do, we want to create a new function, which will be called aim function, or whatever, something like that. Let's add an input, which will be called alpha. And let's change the type to float. Okay, let's go back to the event graph. Let's call the aim function on the update. Let's connect the new track to the alpha. Now from the direction, let's get a switch on E timeline direction. Let's connect the finished to here. Now let's get our aiming. Let's set it here. Let's set it true on the forward and false on the backwards, like that. Compile, save. Now let's go to the aim function. And what we want to do here, we want to first get our aim state under here. And we want to switch on aim state enum. And from the zoom, what we want to do, we want to first get our first person camera. Let's leave some space here. And we want to set field of view. Actually, set field of view. Yes. I don't actually know what's the difference between those nodes, but yeah, let's use this one. Now from here, we want to lerp. And we want to lerp between these values. So the fo, let's connect it to here. And aim fo, let's get it here, like this. And the alpha, we have here the alpha input, which you should have connected to the new track, which is the alpha we just didn't name it like that. And we can get from this and search for a alpha because we have it as input here. And yeah, so it will check which aim state we are in. So normally when we don't have any gun or anything like that, we are in the zoom. Then it will go from the zoom and it will set the field of view, which is the fo, and it will lerp with the alpha value, which is the value of the timeline, from the 90, our default value, to our aim fo, which is 70. Now let's compile, save all, and let's go to the third person map and let's play. Now, if everything is done correctly, we are able to zoom like this. Simple as that. So yeah, I actually think that was all for this video. If you liked what you saw, please click the like button and subscribe for more. And yeah, hope you have a great day and see you on the next one. Bye.